Biggie has spent the last 2.5 weeks watching Rom-Coms, and I think it's gone better than we expected.
Absolutely.
Let's face it, we went into this thinking, come on, we're men. We watch a lot of rom-coms.
Is that just because you found out that you're free to admit that you like all these movies?
I think so, because everyone...
Both of you.
Yes, and the ones I've seen that came up, and Biggie will do his 15th movie today, and everyone that came up, I was like, golly, I love this one. You know, all of them I've seen, I absolutely loved, including the one that Biggie reviewed yesterday, He's Just Not That Into You. Biggie found that only passable, gave it 6 candy hearts. I would have raised it to 8. But I'm alone in that. Most people don't like that movie.
I'll tell you, one review still to come, but these are probably the highest rated reviews.
No doubt.
I haven't found one. There was no movie that I stopped in the middle of or thought, okay, this is just bad.
Right.
There's been some that I'm like, but I've enjoyed it.
I think the lowest candy heart total you gave was 5.
Yeah.
You know, that's passable. And most have been 7, 8, 9. You know, he's given a lot of candy hearts out.
I think I'm a romantic comedy guy.
At heart, I think you are.
This could be a jumping off point for a podcast for the two of you.
He's right. We could do a rom-com a week. And we could call it
Rami and Kami.
Yes. Yes.
I'd work on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Who's who?
Hearts
You
and
guess.
farts.
yeah. That's what we should call it.
Yes.
Because we're men. We're burly men.
Yes.
Who are into manly things.
Yes.
Reviewing rom-coms. Yes. That's what we should do.
We'll make men feel comfortable to admit that you can love NFL football every Sunday.
But yes, you cried at Titanic.
Yes.
Like, yes. We should do this. Are we going to do this? I want this done. And even though I hate the word, I want to call it hearts and farts. I do. I don't like that word, but that's what's got to be done. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of times I hear these podcasts, like there's a Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast now that show's ending. And 2 of the support stars, the supporting cast.
Oh, they're on it?
Jeff Garland, they host it.
Oh.
You know, and his wife on the.
Oh, Susie Essman.
Yes, they're hosting. And they were like, and we'll have guests like Larry David will appear and Cheryl Hines will appear. And I thought, are we going to be able to get any guests on Hearts and Farts? And I doubt it. But boy, if we could
Get Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
Get Anne Hathaway.
Kate Winslet, Leo DiCaprio,
Lower.
Shoot lower. You're saying.
Maybe we could get like the guy who's in the back of the cafe while something's being filmed.
Well, but that's good enough, you know.
Yeah.
Was it 10, 15 years ago we had the 5th Ghostbuster?
Yeah, we had the 5th Ghostbuster. Well,
We had
fourth,
Ernie.
The 4th. Ernie Hudson. And I thought that's... And you know what Ernie told us? And he was right. He's like, you know, I had a lot more scenes than that thing. They cut me.
Thanks, Ernie. We were hoping for you to just tell us the fun stuff.
He said, no. They brought me on, you know, they brought the brother in here, and I didn't get my scenes. My scenes were cut, and he was like, oh, okay, Ernie.
His handler was like, Ernie, it's time for you to go. Now, I've got things I need to say.
Yeah, Ernie. And then just yesterday, we were offered an interview with Donald Trump Jr.
A lot of feedback on that.
I'm very uncomfortable with this. I'm uncomfortable because Donald Trump Jr., obviously, it's very political, and the person that offered it to us thought we would say, well, of course, when and where? It's Donald Trump Jr. We want it. But that makes me pucker, and the feedback was not good. The feedback I received was, God, don't do it. Don't have him on.
That was the early feedback, but then I got some feedback that was, finally, somebody worth listening to. You have to do this.
Yeah.
I'm worried
It's
about
almost
it.
a no-win situation.
It is.
No, yeah, because you'll have people, but that's politics.
Well, another development, he has to call at 8:30 Eastern Time. Well, it's right in the middle of our signature game.
Oh, yeah.
And right in the middle of our Put Up or Shut Up Rock and Roll Trivia.
Wait
feature.
a second.
Yeah.
Why don't we just have him play?
Wow.
Would he play against Chris Demm?
We'll talk about the campaign, but do you know the Doobie Brothers?
What a great idea. I
say we just pitch it.
I didn't even consider that. But
build the wall. Number one hit or not, what a fool believes. Doobie Brothers.
that's where we should go with that. Yeah. Have Donald Trump Jr. be a player of Put Up or Shut Up Rock and Roll Trivia. We're still mulling. We're still not
in
sure.
Negotiations.
Undecided in negotiations. You tell me if these things are true of the rom-coms that you've watched. I read this a while back, but basically the article was, here's what rom-coms have taught us. They're all lies. They're not true. For instance, foreplay is completely unnecessary. As soon as you hit the bed, it's wonderful sex that goes on. They're all sexual in nature. Yeah, they do that.
yeah.
They do that. Yeah.
I don't dislike rom-coms. I don't think I seek them out like you guys do. But
that's an insult.
But they're not sexual. I mean, they're romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Will you be one of our subscribers to Hearts and Farts when it comes around? I feel like you should be the first subscriber wherever you get your
We
podcast.
know how he feels about podcasts, though.
We do.
He doesn't know how to get them, doesn't know where
I don't know about them.
Yeah.
I don't care about them.
I don't even know if he's listened to or viewed an episode of your other hit podcast,
No.
The Square and the Round.
No, I don't think he has.
Oh, but you know what? I'm going to add that to his At the Funeral.
At the funeral, you're going to...
I'd like to play a clip from his favorite podcast,
The Square and the Round.
The Square and the Round.
Or it would be even worse. Sometimes, now when people pass, they just have a slideshow continuing.
Yes.
Just have it on a loop
Yeah.
of you and BB Shea talking about your 5 favorite French fries.
Ooh, that's good. Let me jot that down.
That's good,
We
yeah.
haven't done that yet.
5 favorite crinkle cut.
Yeah. Oh, maybe
And he's going to have a hot take from a restaurant you've never heard of.
That's right. He will. That's true.
Oh, I ate it at Square Pete's in Pittsburgh. What?
BB Shea doesn't like a crinkle cut. He's already told me that. He told me that privately. Privately, he said to me, "Don't get me started on crinkle cut fries. Forget it. Those things are awful." Maybe this should be then just what movies have. They're lies that movies have taught us.
Well, of course.
Not just rom-coms. But the first one was that foreplay is completely unnecessary. And you do see that.
Yeah.
They just fall into bed and they're
Sure.
having sex. That it doesn't, you don't need any warm up or anything like that. The other is that orgasm happens quickly for a woman and is guaranteed. I can tell you that's not the case.
No.
All right, that is absolutely not
Nope.
the case in either one of those. It doesn't happen quickly, and it's absolutely not guaranteed. It can still be very nice. It can still be a very nice thing. I think we should say that on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. In fact, she'll say that. It was nice.
It was nice.
I got mine. Maybe that's what you call your
Did
podcast.
you-
I got mine.
Did you? No, but it was nice.
Yeah, it was still nice anyway, and it can be very
Listen, there's
nice.
juice in the fridge. I'm gonna take a shower. What? Yeah, I gotta go to work.
That's right. It was still a very, very nice experience, no matter what, is all I'm saying. We have to continue this into the next segment. And
Is there a sassy gay black friend, minority friend?
Always a sassy gay or minority friend in every lies rom-coms have taught us.
Yep. Ours comes in next.
Burly white guys always have a sassy gay friend or black friend.
He'll be in here momentarily. That's our man, Weather Day.